Yay. All right, all right. Let's see. I'm just getting myself a little situated. I did not notify anyone. I just came on live. Let me see if I can go to YouTube, pick up my live, and then post it in Facebook. Maybe. Might be able to share it. We shall see. Today, I pulled a card because I was like, what am I talking about? Sometimes I just don't, I don't have, I got stuff going on. I'm working through processing, integrating, up leveling, all that stuff. And let me mute that. Go here. And then I come and I go, what's the topic for today? Yeah, right? What's the topic? I'm not really sure. Facebook. Maybe it'll work that way. I think I can share it that way. So I'm actually just talking to you so you can come on, get the notification. Yeah, let me put a note here. Hello, hello. I'm posting it on Facebook. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me go back to here. Oops. And I should share. All right, there we go. So this was the card I pulled today. Let me come back over here. And nothing yet. No hellos yet. Hello, who joined me? All right, so I have this new deck called the Inner Temple, which is Rebecca Campbell. I have many, many of her decks. I didn't even notice when it came out until I was looking around. And this was the card, Ancestral Healing. It's pretty amazing, the card. I was looking at it. They're all beautiful. They're all very beautiful cards. Ancestral Healing. This has been in the forefront for many of us on this path. Taking a look at what we've inherited from our families, what gets passed around through generations. And we said, you're here and we're in relationship, we know each other, or you just showed up here. Likely you are the cycle breaker. We said, yes, we would come here at this time in this place and break the cycles. Collectively, it is loud. It's much louder because so much stuff is coming to the surface, coming to the truth. People are seeing the truth and then dealing with themselves. Maybe some do, some don't. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday and they were diagnosed with the big C word, and somebody said, well, some things just happen. And someone else said, just close the door on it. And I'm just like, why are you? No, things don't just happen. We create this by not dealing with our stuff. Things don't just happen. This is my personal thing, because when somebody says things just happen, it's my responsibility to respond to that. But if things are happening in my life, maybe I didn't consciously create it today. The mental chatter, the mental, that kind of stuff, creating. But I have created it in maybe a soul contract, a soul agreement, that certain experiences were going to happen in my life. And then we have the ancestral stuff that comes in. Things don't just happen. We are collectively personally creating things. And when they show up in our body's screaming at us to pay attention. Sometimes it's ancestral. Sometimes it's generational that we're clearing and we haven't been looking at it. Brushing on the carpet it. Pretend it didn't happen. And when we do that, it manifests in our body in some way. Some of us have chronic things. Some of us are born with things. Some of us develop them later. But it's all the things that are stored in our body. And some of that is ancestral. And some of it is from our own lineage of our own lifetimes of repeated patterns. So if you're here and you've joined me, likely you're the one here to break the cycle. And when we break the cycle, our ancestors are cheering us on because it affects them too in the spirit. And then they say the next 7 generations of children that will come in will not have to continue the cycle. They might not be my children, but they're in my family. So if I'm breaking the cycle, it goes that's a ripple effect that goes both ways. Nobody said it would be easy. I think of the song. Anybody remember the song? I never promised you a rose garden. Loretta Lynn. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but we said we would come and do it. We've been preparing for lifetimes for this. And there are days, not so recently, but there were days I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? I would not have said yes to this. It is hard. It's painful. Holy cow. And in that moment, I meant it. Once I started, the rest of my family's now following suit. Yeah, because it just ripples out. It's so freaking amazing. And I don't always see it. Chill house. Hello. I don't always see it. I may not ever see it. I saw it personally with my dad. Personally, my relationship personally with my dad. It didn't ripple out into the family because it was in his later part of his life. So, hi everyone, welcome. So we're talking about ancestral healing. And if you're showing up here and you're hearing this and you're listening, you're likely the one here to break the cycle. So thank you for the emojis and the likes and all that stuff. And if you like what you're hearing, and I'm here every Saturday, I've been remiss about putting a post out to tell you I'll be here Saturday. So subscribe, turn on your notifications. Typically it's every Saturday, unless something else is going on. But then you'll at least get the notification if I haven't posted it. There we go. So the ancestral healing is, we said yes, whether we, like our mind would say, no, absolutely not. I would not agree to this. The ego, right? Our personality is like, hell no. Because it's hard work. And then it starts to get easier. And we just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And we keep clearing the trauma, and we keep clearing the patterns, and we keep breaking those cycles over and over and over. Then it gets to now, where we're at now. So here's the piece of it, is that we couldn't do it in other lifetimes, even if we'd said yes, because the energy couldn't support us. So we were killed or ostracized or suppressed, or all the things. All the things that you might know, or maybe you don't know. But the energy and the collective of people didn't support us to do this kind of work. So we kept quiet. We hid ourselves because we knew that the price was high if we spoke out. I got a text flashing in there. So, so it wouldn't support us. The people couldn't support us, and the energy couldn't support us. Now we're in this, whatever, it's 26,000, whatever the cycle is here, that is supporting us and supporting the earth to raise in the vibration, where we had the cataclysmic events in the past and the whole planet would be destroyed and then come back. So Welcome. Welcome from Russia. So there we go. It's we're here now, and rather than imploding, destructing the whole planet, we are riding through all the stuff, all the waves. We're seeing it. We're seeing what, Three-Eye Atlas. We're seeing the sun flares. All that stuff is hitting the planet and helping us to upgrade in our system so that we can hold greater light in ourselves. When that happens, we're clearing out the old, dense, thick, carbon-based DNA. That carries the trauma. That carries the ancestral stuff. That's where the ascension symptoms come in. And we've been experiencing a lot of that. So it's different, and it's different for each person. A lot of them are very similar. Headaches, ears ringing, joints aching. In the early days, the beginning, when I was, when I was beginning my journey, would lay me flat. Like flat out. Like flu-like frequency, light upgrade, flu-like symptoms. Lay me out for 2 or 3 days. Like couldn't move. On the couch, sleeping, purging, resting, letting my body reset. Because when I don't listen, that's what happens. When I don't take the time to take care of myself and rest and let my body hit the resets and sleep when I need to, that's relative. The sleep part's relative. Then I get hit harder. And it will lay me out because I'm not listening. A lot of us have congestion right now. I'm having congestion. Someone I just saw this morning with congestion. One of my other friends, I think she's here, had congestion, cold, feeling like a cold stuff. Some of that could be what we're breathing in the air, and a lot of it's the purging. So the whole collective, the collective is seeing the truth about things and the fuckery that's been going on for many, many, many lifetimes since we've been hijacked. People are starting to see that. So those of us that are sensitive to that, to just the energy, we're going to feel that. We're going to feel the grief. We're going to feel the anger. We're going to feel that collective stuff. So when that shows up, just ask yourself. Some of it's going to be your stuff. Some of it's going to be the collective. Typically, when we've done the major work for ourselves, more of what we feel now is the collective. Breathing through it. Pausing, breathing, allowing the energy to move. We're not meant to carry it. We're not meant to carry it. We're meant to purge our own stuff so that when the other stuff's coming and we're feeling the collective stuff, we can just let it move through. We don't have to take it on. Just let it clear. What else is there about this? Depending on how long you've been in the trenches, in the transformation of it, and where you are on your journey, that's what you'll see in what your symptoms are. We've been clearing our own personal stuff. When we feel the collective, sometimes it brings up our own stuff. It's important to not take it on as if it's our own, but we feel it deeply because we can relate to what the collective is experiencing because we've already been through it. Does that make sense? Because we've been doing our own purging and our own clearing, we can relate. So when we feel the collective, it often feels like our own stuff because we can relate to it. We understand what people are going through. It's not our job, though, to take that on as if it's our own. So ask yourself that question. It's simple. Is this mine? Or is it the collective? Or is it someone else? Sometimes it's someone in our life that's projecting or plugged into us. So asking those questions, cutting those cords. Thank you. Right? It's important to do that. Question. If you have any questions, pull a card. I used to get mad about it. I had someone ask me recently. Yes, thank you for that. Why can't they do their own work? You know, I laughed. I laughed because I asked that years and years ago. I'm like, I don't want to be the one doing the work for my family. I love this sister. Yes, that's awesome. They could do their own work. Why am I the one doing the work for them? Because I am. Because I'm the one who said yes. Because they're not going to do it. Cat or pillar? Cat dash or pillar. Opportunity. Moon maiden. New beginnings. All right, here's the caterpillar. It's number 4. Yeah, I would get angry about that. I don't want to be the only one. They can do their own work. Well, because I'm stuttering, so there's something there I'm like trying to think and not feel and let it come through. Okay, so that came from that codependent enabler fixer part of me, because I already felt responsible for everything. I already felt overly responsible, and if I could fix it, or if I could change it, or if I could do something different, if I could, like it's all about me, then. So when they said that it's up to me and that my family doesn't have to do their own work, I've already been doing it. I was pissed, angry about that. Well, because I'm taking all of the responsibility like it's mine. I only need to do my part. That was the distinction I didn't understand then. So I'm thinking I got to do all theirs too, and transmute their energy and transmute all their emotional stuff. Very unconscious, but conscious. And then I come to understand that I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me, which impacts them. When I change, they change how they respond to me and how they react to me. So I'm not doing their work per se. When I change, they change. Frequency, vibration, how I relate. So if I'm doing my own transformational work, I change, and how people interact with me changes. I saw it with my dad. That was super clear. Like forgiving, yes. Then why, pray tell, if we signed up to do it, don't we want to do it? Because it's freaking hard work. It feels hard. It feels painful. And because when I get in my head and it's all about me and I'm the only one, I'm in this whole selfish place of, I don't want to do it. My ego's like, no, I would not sign up for this. Big fat ego. It's soul work. This is soul work we're doing. This is not ego work we're doing. The ego gets adjusted as we do the soul work. So Caterpillar's all about what? The butterfly. Turn into a butterfly. Look at the caterpillar. What am I getting out of it? Another life. Well, you'll get another life when you get out of your own way. You'll be a whole other person. You won't even recognize it. I don't recognize myself from even 5 years ago now. But when I got sober 31 years ago, like that book closed when I got sober. It's hard to speak butterfly to a caterpillar. Exactly. So when we're in the mush, in the caterpillar, in the chrysalis, we're being transformed. So, and when we come out as the butterfly, we never see how beautiful we are. Butterflies don't see themselves. And they have to work their own way out of the cocoon. If we help them, this is key to us, if we help them, they cannot fly. They need that, like being birthed through the canal. They need that to work the wings to get out so they have the strength to fly. So when we're trying to help other people get it, we're clipping their wings. Unless we're willing to accept help from somebody, we can clip our own wings. I get it. I feel totally unrecognizable to myself. I get stunned when I see old pictures. Exactly right. So this is talking about caterpillar opportunity. So when we come out, you know, we're coming out into new, and then the second one that came out was new beginnings. Moon maiden. So moon maiden is new, brand new, coming maiden. The maiden is young and in early years of life, maiden. Caterpillar opportunity, coming out of the chrysalis as a butterfly. New. Clipping the wings analogy, big takeaway. Yes, thank you. Good. I love that. So when we come out, we're coming out in the new. We're coming out in the maiden stage. Just like this year is the year of the 9. We're shedding our skin. It's a snake year, shedding the skin of the snake. And when the snake is shed the skin, it's very vulnerable. And it's all new skin. It's got a what's the word I want? I want to say harden, but I don't think that's the right word. But it's shed, and then it's grown into this new body and this new skin. See all the analogies there? That's what we're doing. So every time we shed a layer, we're breaking through that chrysalis. Shedding the skin. New identity. Every single time. I mean, it might not be doing it all at once, like one big layer. It takes a little bit for the snake to come out of the skin, and it takes a little bit for the caterpillar to be coming out of the cocoon. So some of those are incremental, some are micro steps, but they all add to huge transformations. And every one of them ripples out in ways that we don't see. And if you've asked yourself, why am I doing this again? Why is it showing up again? Why am I on repeat with this again? But it's not again. It feels like it. And that was a repeated question in my life. Because I couldn't see how far and how much I had changed. And it just felt like I was repeating the same relationships, the same patterns, the same choices, that broken picker. But I'm going up every one of us, we're going up the spiral. We're gathering tools as we go. If we're not, then we're just staying the same, not using our tools, then yes, you're not really changing. You just keep repeating and you keep regenerating the same traumas. But when we're on the path of growth and evolution, we are moving up the spiral. And we pick up tools. And we have a big fat toolbox. And we pick up tools every time. And we forget some of them. Oh my God, I forgot I did that. I forgot I had that tool. Somebody reminds us. Right? Somebody reminds us of the tools that we have. And then we gather more tools appropriate to the time. We're doing amazing. This is the part we forget. We're doing amazing, transformational, evolutionary, I don't know another word, work. And you're doing it. And we are really hard on ourselves. I was thinking this conversation. I was telling my friend, yesterday. I said, when I was my second, revival, my second marriage, when I told him I wanted a divorce, he became someone I didn't recognize. I would tell you I didn't know that person was there, but I knew it was there. I couldn't admit it yet or see it until I told him that. And then he became this person. I'm like, I don't even know who you are. What he represented was my internal dialogue to myself. He just became this monster. But that's what I was doing to myself. Yeah. Yes. So listen to your dialogue. The people that are reflecting to us are what I'm doing to my insides. So if someone's not nice or saying crappy things, take a look. Sometimes we've outgrown that. There may be a little residual that's lingering and hanging out, but it gives you the measure of how much you've grown. And sometimes we still do that. And it may not be very often. Like, it doesn't show up very often, but every once in a while, I'll have some name calling on myself because I did something that was just, I'm like, like, what are you doing? Like, that's not me today. Holy self-reflection, Batman. Exactly. So when we talk about the mirror, people are like, what do you mean? Well, they're showing me myself. They're just showing you how much I've grown, where I still have room to grow, where I'm going, what I'm outgrowing. There's many layers of that. But if you have repetitive things that people are saying, whether it's someone that you're close to or someone you're not close to, take a look. How am I still doing that? Am I still doing that? What can I do different? We don't like that dialogue or we don't like that reflection. It's up to me to do something different. And when we first begin, not even when we first begin, when we change the rules about how we operate, boundaries, and we start to see our worth and we start to set things in a different way, people that were taking advantage of us and getting benefit don't like that. They're going to resist or they're going to go away. But usually they first resist. Who are you? What happened to you? When did you suddenly start getting all holier than thou? Or whatever they might say. I had in the years ago, I had some people say that. Well, you're all holier than thou, and it's all your way. And it's like, well, yeah, it is. Because now I have some boundaries. And I'm not going to let you treat me that way anymore. I'm not going to treat me that way. You don't get to do it. so when you start to do that, you disrupt people's patterns and the way that they've interacted with you. So these long-standing relationships, they're so great to see. Because we set the rules in the beginning, spoken or unspoken. And now we're going to go like, I don't know, 10, 15 years down the road, maybe longer. And you're rapidly evolving. Suddenly you're just like, you explode and you're growing and you're evolving. You're like, oh my God, we're done. We're done. I'm never going to be treated that way. And then we start to set some boundaries and we start to have some things in our life. And they're like, back to train. I like the version of you that let me walk all over you or siphon your energy or whatever they did. You know, it's okay. It's not comfortable. Too bad. Get used to it not being comfortable. Because when you start realizing your value and your worth and setting those things in place, you're going to question it because, oh my God, they don't like it. They're not going to like me. They're going to reject me. They're going to leave me. They're going to abandon me. They might. Some of them will. I can promise you, you're going to be better off for it. But that old version of us wants to hold on because it's comfortable there, even though we know it's not really safe. It's not good for us. I'm like, why am I saying all this? This is all generational, all ancestral. I've been seeing so many posts recently of this, the sponsored posts. Follow this, like all that stuff. So a lot of women posts, women who did things, women who created things, and men took credit, and I literally felt that lost. Yes. So these women over all these many years, from the 1800s, some of them were in the 1700s, most of them 18 and early 1900s, that had creations and did things, and they just kept getting squashed. No, and you're just supposed to be this pretty woman and dressed all, make me the trophy on my arm and be quiet and submissive. Oh my God, it makes me want to throw up. But I've done that in my life. I would never unalive myself, though, right? Absolutely not. And it's ongoing. Some of your relationships are going to adjust. They're going to grow with you, and some are not. It's just how it is. Not because there's something wrong. Let me clear this up here. Not because there's something wrong. I can't not to lose all my cards here. But because the vibration does not match. When we have value and we are elevating and we're evolving and we're setting boundaries and we're growing and we're finding that, oh my God, I'm worthy just because I'm here on this planet. I have value just because I'm alive, not because somebody told me. Our vibration elevates rapidly. I relate to Aunt Polly and Peaky Blinders on Netflix. I have not a clue who that is. I don't have Netflix. All right, this is the Light Code Apothecary. All right, popping right out there. See what we got. So when we're moving up the vibrational scale, the relationships change. Some grow with us, some go away. You're on a whole nother frequency, speaking a whole different language. 1920s Ireland. Okay. Than someone who's wanting to stay where they are. Excuse me. Oh my God. This is the deck. Izzy Ivy. That's the deck. Throat chakra. Right as I had some drainage and started coughing there. I am loved. I am love. That's the first card. Two came out together. The second card, this is 66. The second card is 28. Healthy boundaries. Activate your no. Embrace clarity and consent. All right, so here's the first one. I am loved. I am love. Just feel that. Feel those codes that are on the card and the symbolism on the card. What does it feel like? Being love and being loved. This is healthy boundaries. Right? Can't make it up, and setting boundaries all over the place, and been feeling a lot of love lately. I love it. We stop getting wishy-washy, and we stop letting people just energetically walk on us. They may not say anything, but energetically it's just muddy. And when we clear that up, it's more like greater amounts of the love and the joy and all those things can come in, because we're not muddying the waters trying to get them to like us or trying to people please with them. There's so many little fine lines in that. So I love that. I am loved. I am loved. That's the throat chakra. Speaking our truth, right? Hey, Mel. Hello, hello. There's something else right there. left my head. All of this speaks to the generational, the suppression, the oppression, men and women, primarily, it's been primarily women, but it's been all of us. When we started to get programmed and we started getting the hijack and we started getting fear mongering and all that stuff. It's been for lifetimes. So we're here now going, we're done. We're done. And nobody told us it would be easy. At the soul level, we know what we're doing. At the ego level, we're like, what the heck was I thinking? And yet here we are. We haven't died yet. See, there's some pivotal moments in this last year where we've reached this pinnacle of the energy where we continue to rise in our vibration that we would have died before. We never made it through to this point. This is the preparation we've been working toward for lifetimes. It's a soul level thing. This is not a brain, let me figure it out kind of thing. So, any questions on this? Comments? For the month of December, I am offering a recalibration session. When I tweak this all out and make it public, I'll put the link in there. So if you would like to sign up for a session, it's a one-time session. For those of you that need a little tweaking on our journey with our energy, and it's not a lot of coaching in this. It's a lot of let me recalibrate your energy so that you're walking in alignment and clearing out some of those old patterns. Powerful stuff. A lot of digestive stuff going on. The congestion as well. Yes. No, trust yourself to know if or when you need to go to the doctor. You need help. And when it's purging. When it's ascension stuff. And some people may not know the difference when they go to the doctor. Just for confirmation for themselves. Do you through December, through the end of the month. You can schedule and you can pay now and schedule in January if you want. The calendar doesn't go that far, so you have to reach out to me to schedule that. But I would do that for you. Yeah, so I'll put the link in here. Energies, I mean. Oh. Sorry, I was on the other thing. The energies, so November, yes, the energies have lightened up here in December because several planets in November and a little previous than that were retrograde. You had the 9-month in September endings. So it's an ending year. So it's a 9-year. So a lot of that stuff. Ending. In ourselves, our relationships, behaviors, patterns, beliefs, all that. Now we come to December. We're coming in on 12/12 here in 6 days. So that's another portal day. And so we're ending and beginning. Right? I get it. We're ending and beginning. We're leaving behind the 9-year and we're moving into the 10-year. So here we're starting to feel that lightness and that transition of the energy lightening up. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling lighter, just lighter, not so much heaviness in myself. And I posted a picture where it was a random picture. Let me tell you, I was taking a picture of a flower, but the camera was backwards and I'd leaned over. So I'm like, let me take the picture. And I was going to send it to my husband. It was 3 weeks ago. And then I'm like, let me post this. It's kind of fun. And I got lots of comments on it because I realized I hadn't really been feeling very light or fun for quite a while. So doing that, and having the feedback, I was like, oh yes, I can feel that lightness now where things don't feel so, oh God, when are we done? My muscles are feeling like they are dying, wanting to atrophy. My knees have been for the last, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks on just not happy. Yes, remember to be stretching. All of us, remember to be stretching. Take your baths. You can take your Epsom salt bath. That will help you. You can add a little sea salt to your water. That will help your body with the minerals and absorbing so you can hydrate, so your body's hydrated. Smudging, clearing your energy, bringing your energy in, cutting the cords, all those things at any moment that you think of. The same with the muscle fatigue. Yeah, I'm muscle fatigue. I was doing this yesterday. I got this thing going on right here in my neck. I'm like, what the heck? Now again? Like, oh gosh. Yeah, and then suddenly it's gone. I'm like, when did it leave? But the knee thing, it kind of gets better, and then it's just some old trauma, different lifetimes. So when we're clearing that muscle fatigue, it's not all just 5-pound bucket of salt all the way to me now. Awesome, love that. So as we're moving through this, that's what we're feeling. Is like the. So remember I said it would lay me out in the beginning, and now it's not quite that intense, but the body's letting me know still. There's still stuff. There's still very old stuff clearing out because the knees haven't really been bothering me. But now it's pretty consistent. So take care of yourself. Know that it's going to pass. And do the things that you need for you. Listen to your body. If you need to stretch, if you need to sleep, you need to rest, you need to just sit still for a while. Having this conversation yesterday with someone that we're always going, we're always doing, producing, we're always doing something. And I said, we're never not doing anything, even when we're sitting still. I can be sitting in my chair. And I used to have to hold the arms of it to keep myself planted there. Oh, laundry. Oh, dishes. Oh, no, sit still. This is always going. And so even if we're sitting still, we're recalibrating and resetting our energy. So we're always doing something. Sometimes the mind is quiet, but we're always calibrating and doing things energetically, even when you're sitting still. And when you're sitting still, it makes it a little bit easier. Massaging painful joints, knots in my muscles as deep as I can and saying, out of my body. Having trouble sitting still. That is not surprising. So just that helped me to go, oh, I'm always doing something. Even when I'm sitting still, I'm doing something. It's like a little mind hack. I went, oh, all right, I can sit still. It allowed me to sit still. 5 minutes? Start with a minute. And then go to 2 minutes. And then go to 3 minutes. Just sit for as long as you can. And then tomorrow sit for longer. It gets easier, I promise. But that little thing that I'm always doing something, I'm never not doing something, was helpful. And so when I can be still and let my energy reset, then I'm rippling out in a different way. It just looks different than when we're constantly going. All right, lovelies. Have to sit still, right? Love to sit still. In between the resting, I'm in action. Exactly. Even when when resting, I'm in action. Yes. Sometimes it's focusing on the breath. Count your breath. Gives your mind something to do and quiets the mind so your body can rest. Inhale for whatever you can do. Some people go, I can only do 4. Do 4. Just slow it down. Or slow it down and do 8. Inhale 8. Exhale 8. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful weekend. If you haven't subscribed, turn on the notifications so you can get notified because I haven't been posting when I'm coming on. So turn it on so you can know when I'm coming on. And I'll do better about posting that. So, All right, lovelies. Have a fabulous weekend. And I will see you here. What's the date? Yes, I'll be here next Saturday. All right. Have a beautiful weekend. Namaste.